Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's Tyler, your host of the Immersive podcast, and we have another special guest today, Mr. John Baxter. He is the CEO of Anti-Aging Bed, which they have actually won some pretty prestigious awards for health technologies and things of that nature. They do med beds, and we'll talk a little bit more about what his companies do. John, I'm really happy to see you here today. How are you doing?
Yeah, thanks, Tyler. I feel honored to be on your show. I've been watching you for a little while. Caught you on Instagram, so I see some of the things you're talking about, and I think we're just our like-mindedness is. I'm thinking that this is going to be a really good chat that we have today.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. A little background for the viewers. John and I are both Floridians. His company's you're based in Orlando, is that correct?
That's correct.
Yeah, so I live in Tampa, and we connected, I don't know, sometime in the last year or so, just on Instagram. So it's really cool to finally be sitting down and having this conversation and dive into some stuff a little deeper. And of course, always just want to shout out our affiliate sponsors, as we are forever grateful to them. Galactic Federation of Light Clothing. Link is always in the bio. Usually I'm wearing something of theirs, so you've probably gotten used to seeing their clothing if you watch this show. And if you use the code Tyler33 when you click on their link, you get a free hat. Actually, I'm not wearing the hat at the moment, but it looks just like this. It's got the GFL logo and such on it. A few colors, put it in the cart, Tyler33, and the hat's free. And one more, of course, Unified TV. That's Jason Shirka's network. We appreciate that network. I appreciate that network. I don't really watch a whole lot of mainstream news. I always refer to Unified as kind of the network of truth. At the moment, they're putting out a lot of risque stuff that people need to hear. So keep it short, but link in the bio for a free trial. And there's a discount on a year subscription. And with the year subscription, you get free access to all the live events. So that's kind of cool there. Anyway, happy to be here with Mr. Baxter and happy to be back on camera. And I'm coming from New Hampshire today. Moving studio. We are no longer in Tampa, folks. We're on a quote-unquote podcast tour. So, John, happy to see you here. Tell me a little bit about what's going on with Anti-Aging Bed. What's the latest and greatest? What are you most excited about right now?
Well, I feel like we've been in what you call creative mode, creating products for a long time. We have over 70 products. So to wrap your head around each product, how it works, and then come up with your own products at this level. So all the products are under our umbrella, Anti-Aging Bed. And really, it's a philosophy toward health. And so there's no end and there's no, we do have a beginning, but there's no end into technology. As fast as technology is moving today with AI, we already knew every 3 or 5 years, a lot of stuff becomes somewhat obsolete or outdated. So we've been through this. As of today, I feel like we're one of the most cutting edge companies in the world. And like you were saying earlier, we're chosen by Bloomberg as the world's greatest health technology 2024. This is due to us going to many sponsored, high-level sponsorships, and they took the top 14 out of what was existing: anti-aging medicine, biohacking, biotech, and a bunch of other types of industries. I went through 3 interviews, and they chose me they said it was a landslide. So we actually, they filmed the video, that did the documentary. It is on our website, but it's pretty cool because it shows the span of like where we started, which is grounding, 20 plus years as a mattress industry innovator. Over the last 20 years, I might be one of the more prominent innovators in the mattress industry, and starting with the zero gravity position back in 2000 after I broke my neck. So broke my neck as a martial artist when I was young, and it became my pain to purpose story and my mission in life. I healed it on my own. They said I would never do it, and this happened when I was 20 years old. I'm 47 now. I have all those years of creating these advanced technology to help myself. And so I was able to compile this, and the beautiful thing I can say about what we really have is we have like one of the only accountable systems in healthcare. So when the time you see what we have, everything can be measured and monitored, and there's no pseudoscience. We had to make a leap in understanding to know that some of the pseudoscience stuff doesn't mean it doesn't work. It's good. It raises energy, but
Of
there
course.
can never be a scientific understanding.
It's where you get data.
Yeah,
Certain
and so
things.
we have all the data now. We can show anyone's beginning when they started with us, and anytime it's real time, we can quantify what went on internally within the body. We can zone in on any area. We could add frequencies, and this is what makes this futuristic healthcare. To even assume a med bed, you can't have pseudoscience in your products, and also you have to be able to measure and monitor the entire experience. So that's what I set out to do.
Very well said. That's exactly why I'm so excited to be talking to you today. What a beautiful answer, John. And yeah, what you're doing it's very altruistic. And of course, people will go. And by the way, I want to let everybody know that the links to any of what John's talking about, anything that we're mentioning here, the link's going to be in the bio there. So if you want to check out that website, if you're interested in seeing that documentary, that short film, anything that we've mentioned so far, anything that comes up, it'll all be linked in the bio. So, of
Yeah,
course.
there's a Dennis Quaid. Dennis Quaid actually chose me as the future wellness. He actually narrated the video, and
Oh, okay.
I have a Dennis Quaid future wellness documentary about me, and I
Yeah.
was blown away. I was like, "Are you really? Are you guys really reaching out to us?"
Those little moments.
Yeah, I was like, "Yes, yes." Lots of great stuff. A lot of good videos, and anywhere from we do a lot of little documentaries, and some are catching, some are not. But I'm really not the guy to reach out too much. I've been in.
You're in the lab. Yeah, that's that's why I personally found interest, just in you as a human, as an individual. On Instagram, even before doing a podcast or looking for people to interview, like I said, you and I had been connected. I'd been looking, we had spoken about, and I'd still love to do so, come out to the clinic in Orlando and see what you guys have, with my own eyes, and maybe get a little bit of footage and do a little bit of promotion for you. Nothing with any strings. Just
Yeah,
show the people a little bit of like what you've really got going on for people who can't make it there in person or might just want to see a little bit more about what this stuff really means. Um, and it's interesting. Somebody I see, a friend of mine, her name is Roxanne, Pete and Roxy, and they've actually done a few films recently. They won 3 awards at the Cannes Film Festival this past year. So they're actually making some waves, and they're associated with Unified TV as well. That's something I keep seeing out of their content is med beds. They're educating people about med beds. They're using it med beds, and they live in Australia. So it got me thinking. I was like, I wonder if med bed tech, or for example, is bigger in say Australia, Japan, South Korea, wherever. I've seen videos of NICUs where they're walking around playing frequencies, to cure sick infants and stuff like that. Which it's hard to know and discern what's really true on the internet. That's why
yeah,
it's really cool to come across someone who's seemingly like, this is happening in Orlando, Florida. This is undeniable. It's real. And congratulations, by the way, Bloomberg. I mean,
thank
for
you.
anybody who doesn't know, is a major publication. So for Bloomberg to say that you have the #1 tech in the anti-aging and med arena is no small,
Yeah, exactly.
congratulations. It's no small feat. Maybe not so many people were involved in the industry, 20 years ago when you were, even 20 years ago, you were in the
In
thick
this
of it.
direction, yeah. Going this direction, yeah. I will never
But
give
it's,
up. I know that, and I love what I do. We've done goodwill, likes that no one's really ever seen before. I've helped over 6,000 people. Like our company went viral many times. Each time we had a breakthrough, we went viral.
yeah,
But over 6,000 people we took on. I took the responsibility to showcase them all of our technology and educate them. And we have thousands and thousands of testimonials and people. Like, it's not really a miracle anymore to do a 30, 60, 90 day with cancer with a no detectable reading, right? And so this technology goes toward that. And if you want to learn more too, if you click on the link, you can get a free ebook, one of the books I came up with called The Medbed Story: End Human Suffering. And so I break it down of how I got here. So a lot of people know me as one of the leading pioneers, if not the first pioneer of medbed technology here in the U.S. And from there, I took a lot of scrutiny, criticism, but I always said the only reason why I'm talking about it is to hopefully military medbeds will come out. And so the beautiful thing is I've never claimed a military medbed. I'm a citizen. And if you give any entrepreneur, innovator, or a guy that's just good at problem solving, that's where I hang out. So I wanted to make sure that my story, of understanding all the stuff that I've learned over the years, that if there's someone that knows more about this, I'd love to have a conversation on a podcast. Let's talk about MedBed, because if anything, I'm trying to be not only show you, like I'd like to show you just a really quick walkthrough maybe today, but also show the realization of how this could influence and be the future of our medical system, applying this to there. And from there, by inspiring people working together, things change. AI, I didn't release the AI. AI is already here.
It changes every day. It's crazy to keep up with.
So the future is super bright, and it's in our own fingertips. It's not in the hands of someone else that's oppressing us. That's what some of my message is. It's you.
Us. We're in it together. I always say, there's a lot. People say they. Okay, well, let's assume there's a they. There's a lot more of us than there is of them. Let's leave it at that. Yeah. Let the rest shake out. I have faith. I see people like yourself doing what you're doing. I can't imagine the amount of hours researching, just on the drawing board, just reading and going through and trial and error and hypothesis and failure and just so many things that somebody like yourself has had to go through to get the technology discovered, the science hammered out, the trials, the data. But even before that, you mentioned, doing this 20 years ago when, the word let's go back exactly 20 years, and it's July 15th, 2004. If you're talking about med beds and anti-aging tech, I imagine there's a little criticism that comes from that. It's not something.
Yeah, you're crazy.
A little bit woo-woo. Association.
I took the heat in the pseudoscience, and that's why it's actually forced me to be this person, to actually be the first. I believe I am the first in so many things. And it was just due to, having the understanding. I believe God's been around in my presence all around to get me to this level. There's a big, big story that I can't even say, but I've at the highest levels, I've done stuff. And basically, this passion that I have over 20 years, put a timeline on it. I feel like I can do so much in a very short amount of time, but this is a 7-day-a-week endeavor for many, let's say a couple decades. Yeah. So this is the passion I have about it. And that's why, as the guy that put it all together, there's so many little intricate things that I know to how to make this an amazing, successful technology in the world.
Yeah, you can sense it, my friend. You can absolutely sense it that you're coming from a place of legitimacy, of altruism, of good intention, and that you've really put the time and the study into this. I mean, people don't spend their half of their life doing something